Right, we're going to be doing the curve of interpenetration of this main pipe, which is a pentagon, and the square pipe, which is the branch pipe. They've given you a top view, a front view, and a right view of the object. It's in first angle orthographic projection, which means the left view would be on the right-hand side. Therefore, that must be my right view on the left-hand side. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at this square. They've given you point A, and we need to draw that square in at point A. It's been drawn at that weird angle, which stumps everybody. They've given you a line length of 45 millimeters, so you measure off 22.5 millimeters as a radius on a pair of compasses, and you're going to draw a nice circle with that radius of 22.5 millimeters. You then take your 60-degree set square, and you're going to draw some construction lines as tangents to that circle, okay? Come in over here, and I can now draw in a line as a tangent at 60 degrees there, a line as a tangent at 30 degrees there, a line as a tangent at 60 degrees there, a line as a tangent at 30 degrees there, and after that I can then draw in my square nice and boldly. There we go, over there, over there, and over there. Right, once I've done that, I'm going to switch some lights on here just to make my life easier. And then I'm going to take a line coming out from A. I'm going to say, well, I want the pentagon. If you note over here, if you look at this idea, note this idea of, you see that line over there linking up with the apex of that pentagon. And I can then decide where that pentagon needs to go. I'm going to guesstimate that it's going to go about over there, and I think that everybody will be happy with that. I can draw a line going up over there, and I'm going to have the apex of my pentagon somewhere up there. I'm going to come up over here. I'm going to give myself, I think, enough space just making a bit of a guesstimate over there. I could probably figure it out, but let's just give myself about that much space. I'm going to draw a line coming across over there. And from there, I'm going to say, well, my base length for this is 42. And so I can measure off 21, go to that point over there, mark off 21 on that side, 21 off that side, and I can draw in the base of my pentagon. There we go. Once I've got that, I'm going to set my pair of compasses to that line length of 42. And I'm going to do the construction method using 3 circles. One circle there, go over to that side, another circle there, go down to the intersection of those 2 circles, another circle there. And after I've done that, I can now draw some construction lines going from the intersection of those 2 circles over there through this bisecting line and that arc over there, and I'm going to have a line which is going to go up to that circle over there, giving me a 72-degree angle, which I can now draw in over there. Right, once I've got that, I can do the same thing on this side, from the intersection of those 2 arcs over there, going through the bisector over there and that arc, going up to there, giving me a 72-degree angle over there. And then I can take my pair of compasses, still set to that line length, and I can take that up to that point over there, make a little arc there. If I've drawn accurately, those 2 arcs should meet perfectly up at the top there, which they seem to with this drawing. And I can draw a line going from there to there, and a line going from there to there, giving me my perfect pentagon. Right, once I've done that, I now draw a construction line, 45-degree line coming down over here, and I can now take this information from this right view down into my top view. From there, from there, from there, and from there onto that 45-degree line, and I can now take that across into this view over here. Line going there, a line going there, a line going across there, and a line going across there. Right, once I've got that, I then look at this and it says that I've got 84 millimeters or 42 millimeters from A to that edge. So I measure off 42 millimeters from A and I mark off there, multiply that by 2, that would give me my 84 millimeters. So I've got 42 millimeters from A, 42 millimeters from A, and I can draw in a nice dark line coming down over there and a nice dark line coming down there. Right, once I've got that, I can now take this information from this square going back up over there. Let's take that across to the 45-degree line over there. Take that across to the 45-degree line there. Take that across to the 45-degree line there. And the same thing for that. Take that up into this view over here. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Right, that does not look correct. I don't think that that's in the right place, but okay. It should be more sort of symmetrical over here. I've obviously drawn the square slightly wrong. Let's just take that across, take that up over there. Okay, that's close enough for jazz. It'll get the idea. I now need to measure up. It says 100 millimeters from the base. Let me go over here, 100 millimeters from the base. I'm going to go from there up to there, make a little mark, go up to the top over here, and draw a line coming across over here at the top. I can drop lines coming down over there. I can drop a line coming down over there. And then I've got to concentrate a little bit as to these two lines, as to whether they are done in hidden detail or not. Now, very luckily for you, they gave it to you as a hidden detail line, but I'd like to show you why. Remember, I'm going to be standing on the right-hand side of this object, okay? So I will be able to see this line over here. Not. Okay, I cannot see that line, or can I? This line over here and that line over there. Where am I standing? Well, I'm standing on the right-hand side, so I'm looking across. Let's label it. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. I can see number 1. Obviously, there is number 1. I can see number 3. Obviously, there is number 3. Number 2 is in front of me if I'm standing on the right-hand side of this thing. So number 2 over here, this line going up over here, I will be able to see that as a dark line. If I'm standing over here, I cannot see number 4. There's number 2. This line coming across from number 4 and going up over here, that will be in hidden detail because I cannot see it. It is on the other side of that square prism. Right, there we go. There's why I've got that hidden detail. Right, once I've done that, I can now come in over here, draw a line going across there, draw a line going up to there, draw a line going across to there, come over here, draw a line going there, draw a line going there, hop in over there, and draw that line in over there. Right, once I've got that in place, I can now draw lines going up over here to get the pentagon into this view over here. I can draw a line going at the base over there, no issues. I can draw a line going across over there, no issues. I come over here and I'm going to draw a construction line first because I don't know where the square is sitting just yet. I'm going to take lines coming up from that square quickly. From there, from there, from there, and from there. I can take that across over here at the top and draw in the square part, square at the top there. I'm obviously going to be able to see this line coming down over here. I can see this line coming down. Oops, I just drew that way too far. Just rub that out. And a line coming down over there. All right. And I'm going to now try and figure out where these lines actually end. That is the top of the pentagon, and you'll see that they put a hidden detail line going across there. And there we go. That is the pentagon drawn in the front view. Right, let's label these lines. There is 4, there is 1 over there, there is 3 over there, there is 2 over there. Let's have a look at this thing. For me to see this view, where am I standing? I'm going to be standing over here. I'm looking across over here, and I can see line 3 in front of me. Line 3 will therefore be dark. I can take a line coming across from line 3 over here and linking up with line 3 over there. I can draw that in, nice and dark, coming down from line 3 to that point over there. I can see line 2 coming down. So I find line 2 over here. I draw a line coming across from line 2. And I can draw a dark line coming down to that point now. There it is. I can, let's just label that. There is line 4. Line 4 is on the opposite side of this thing, okay? Therefore, I'm not going to be able to see that little piece of line. Can you see that little piece of line over there? That is going to be in hidden detail coming down. I need to take a line coming across from 4 over here, and that will be linked with a hidden detail line over there. Right. Line number 1, I definitely cannot see that. That will be almost entirely in, or will be entirely in hidden detail. I can take a line coming across from 1 over there, coming all the way across, and I will have this line in hidden detail coming all the way down here in this view. Right, so I then say, well, can I see a line going between 3 and 2 over here? Very definitely I can, so I can draw a line going in from there to there. I then say, can I see a line going between 4 and 1 over here? Very definitely I can see a line going between 4 and 1, so I can draw in a hidden detail line going between 4 and 1. All right, I'm going to continue here. I'm going to draw in the apex or the ridge of this pentagon into my top view over here. It goes across there. Then it says that I've got some hidden detail which goes across over here, and then it continues as a dark line coming out there. That's going to give me 2 points over here. I'm going to call it P and point Q over there. All right. You can see that P is between this line 4 and 3. Okay, so between 4 and 3, I need to find point P. I'm going to draw a line coming up from point P up to that ridge over there, and there I've got point P. I have a line which is going to go from point 4 up to P and then down to 3 over there. So I go from point 4, which you can see is in hidden detail. So it will be hidden detail coming up there, and then a dark line coming down to point 3, which is on the front over here. Right, once I've got that in place, I come along here to point Q, and I'm going to draw a line going from point Q up to that ridge up there. Label that as point Q, and I can then say, well, I've got a line that goes from point 2 to Q. Now that's going to be behind there, which means it will be in hidden detail there. And then a line which is going to go from Q down to 1, which is down over there, and I can draw a line going as hidden detail going down there. Once we've got that, we can then get on and draw the branch pipe development. Right, drawing the development of this branch pipe. Well, under normal circumstances, I would have taken it out from there, but they haven't given us space over here to do that. So I'm going to project the branch pipe of the development down over here. I'm going to draw a construction line to start with, just going up over there. And I'm going to take the true length of the sides of this square pipe off the top view over here. You can see that that is parallel to an XY axis. Therefore, that would be my true length over there. And I can come over here. I know it's a square, so I can mark off. I'm going to make a starting point over there. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides. Okay? Which means that I can label this thing number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 1 over there. Right, once I've done that, I'm going to draw some construction lines coming out from number 1, number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1. Right, once I've got those, I can now come over here and I can get the true length distances. There is number 1. I'm going to take a measurement over there. That is a true length distance. Why? Because that would actually be a point view. I'd have a 1 on the top and a 1 on the bottom. There's the 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. And I can now take that to line number 1 over here, mark that off. And line number 1 on this side as well, mark that off. Number 2, there's the true length distance of number 2. Take that over there, go to line number 2 over there, mark that off. Line number 3, there's the true length distance for line 3. Come to 3 over here, mark that off. Number 4, there's the true length distance to number 4 over there, and I need to go to 4 over here. Right, now the temptation is just to draw lines going between those and say that you've done it correctly, but you need to find this point P and point Q. Point P is that distance away from 3 over there, and it goes in between 3 and 4. So I look for this line over here between 3 and 4. I find point 3 and I mark off point P over there. There is point P. I'm going to draw a line out from point P over there, and I'm going to get a true length distance over here. I'm just going to draw a line going up there. There's my true length distance for point P over there. I need to extend that out just a little bit. There's that true length distance of point P, and I can now knock that in over there. Same story, Q. I have a distance from 1 to Q over there, and that is between 1 and 2. I need to find that distance between 1 and 2 and mark off where Q is over there. There is point Q over there. I need to draw a line going out from point Q over there. I need to find the true length distance from Q to that edge over there. There it is. I'm going to take that true length distance from Q to over there, to Q to that line over there, go to where Q is over here, mark that off over there, and I can now draw from 1 to the top of 1. Draw a line at 4. I can draw a line at 3. I can draw a line at 2, and I can draw a line at 1 over there. Okay, I can draw a line going from 1 to where Q is and to where 2 is. A line from 2 to 3, that is uninterrupted. A line from 3 to Q, 3 to P, sorry, 3 to P over here, and a line going from P to 4, and then a line going from 4 up to 1 over there. And there is the development of the branch pipe done. Ideally, I probably should have started with a line length of 2 or a line length of 4, because those would be shorter welds that I'd need to make at the end of the day. But that is correct. You still have a branch pipe done correctly.